from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes, and he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the man from Rutgers, it's John Hilleman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 68 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Hauschka out to send this one away following the score. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Murray going to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it.
A very solid gain of 27.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Murray. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Murray now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Eddie Pinheiro on now.
A 28-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was?
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Isaiah Simmons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Jones.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Nick Chubb. That's good.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
14 more yards.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
On the stop.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Third and goal.
Throwing now is Murray. Buying time, and he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up.
And that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Giants 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
A 3-yard.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back.
John Hilliman, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Hilliman, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly.
Jones hit and the ball's out, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Kyler Murray sacked. A fumble on the play.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nick Chubb, 60 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Being chased out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Cardinals 20, Giants 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yarder.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Sterling Shepard.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Caught right side, Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Out of bounds behind the line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Makes the score Cardinals 20, Giants 10.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Steps away to his left. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of him.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Number 24, Nick Chubb.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Lorenzo Carter on the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Murray dancing to his left. He'll run it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That's good for a Cardinal.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
37 yards on the punt with no return.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
You know, on these types of plays...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Xavier McKinney in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well. No?
I would agree with you. That's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. O'Shane Ximines able to put it into that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now Murray, that's a 4th down pickup. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They run again on first down, Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
New York ready to go again offensively. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Open man right side is Ingram.
Holding offense. Man, that ain't make no sense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A 10-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Jones. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And Pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jones over the middle, complete to Tate. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Hauschka now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
5
yards on the catch there brings up second down.
A gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, New York.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Jones on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. On the return comes Drake. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
Brings up second.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw it. Murray forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now. Able to get this to Gordon. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past